word. All right, friends, welcome to our team training. 2 diamonds, Jill Renfro and myself, Marissa Adams, diamond brand ambassadors with Plexus. It's still so surreal to say and share, but that just means we've been able to help a lot of people through this opportunity. That means we had big vision, God-sized dreams. I'll never forget somebody mailing me the God-sized dream book as a gift when they saw something in me, and just going big with my life. I feel like sometimes we get stuck in that small mindset, trying to stay and settle and live small. And y'all, we are all here for a reason, whether your goal is to pay off debt or come home full time with your kids or pay, get a new car, whatever that looks like. We all have that inner why. And so I'm going to go ahead and pray, and then we're going to dive in. Again, if you've got something to write with, something to take notes with, do that. So let's pray. Lord, thank you for this team. Lord, you've got 100 people on this call tonight to not just grow our Plexus business, but to be inspired, to have a God-sized dream that we might feel is impossible, but it's not impossible with you, Lord. Give us the open minds tonight to learn. Give me and Jill the words to say so that people leave here tonight inspired, encouraged, and motivated to go and know that this is something so much bigger than ourselves. God, you put this opportunity and desire and dream in our heart for a reason. Help us to not get caught up in that inward focused mindset. Help us to go and serve. And Lord, we're just so grateful for Plexus. We're grateful for this community and each other, this fellowship tonight. It's incredible. Thank you for all that you do for us, your love, your grace. Lord, we feel you every day. And I'm so thankful that I get to just throw it all at your feet when I wake up, when I go to bed. And Lord, just surrender our businesses tonight over to you. Help us to live boldly and confidently, and knowing that we're right where you want us, whether we're struggling, whether we're in momentum season. There's a reason for every season we go through, Lord. Thank you for all that you do for us again. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, y'all. So Jill and I actually talked a couple times about, different things our teams are needing. I know we're all in different seasons, and I think we're really going to benefit from just hearing different things tonight and different seasons that we're in. But something I want to ask you is, are you lacking motivation? Are you lacking clarity? Are you lacking, that big vision of where you're headed? You may have had it long ago. And right now you're in lack mode. You're in this lack season of like, I want to get out of this. How do I get out of this? And so I want to share kind of some things that helped me. Fun fact, I went senior ruby and went back to senior gold points and had to rebuild from there. I don't even know if Jill knew that, but I remember going senior ruby and thinking like, oh, emerald, like I'm going to see it. I feel it. And then I didn't. And I went backward to senior gold points. But what I learned through this journey is that I'm so thankful that I didn't go emerald when I wanted to. I'm so thankful that I did go backwards, because it helped me figure things out about myself, and when I do coachings, and I'm sure when y'all do coachings, it really goes back to like a personal issue. Like, what are you not doing that you need to be doing? It may be it may be a self-motivation issue. You may lack motivation. You may lack clarity. But something I want y'all to know is what I had to learn was, if I wanted to live well, I had to serve people. And when we serve people on a high level, we begin to live a really full life. And what that looks like is valuing people. And so if you're not where you want to be right now, you might be in a season of, wanting momentum, desiring momentum. You're struggling. You haven't added a VIP in a little while, whatever that looks like. But there's a reason for every season that we're in. And the quickest way to get out of that, the quickest way to develop business builders, to grow your business, whatever that looks like, is to value people and to serve people well. Okay. So there's something I wrote here, and it says, to add value to someone is to make them better. Leaders do this by recognizing what the people on their team value and the vision they have for themselves. I feel like it's easy for us to say, what do we want? What is our dream? What is our goal? And that was literally me when I was stuck at senior ruby for like 2 years and was back at senior gold points, because I was asking myself like, and I wrote this down, are you asking people to get what they want, or are you asking people to get you what you want? And that's something that like I desired Emerald so bad because I wanted that Plexus Lexus to prove to my little small town that like I could go jewel with Plexus, right? Like that was my inward deep focus of why I wanted to do that. And when I got deep with it, I figured out, Marissa, you're inward focused. You're not outward focused. You're not developing business builders because they don't trust you, because you don't value them. And so this is a people business, and people have problems. And if we can commit to helping these people solve their problems, encourage them to heal. Jill does a beautiful job at this. I can tell with her team. I can see when she even adds value to me when we're in person with each other. But when we can pray over people, when we can commit to adding value, it changes everything. Okay. So instead of saying your vision, look where I'm going, get on my train, my journey, leaders focus on others first. What is their dream? What would they like to accomplish? What do they love? And this is outside of them making money. Okay. You may have a team of 10 people. Do you know what those 10 people love? Do you know what they desire? Do you know what they want to accomplish? Have you gotten on a one-on-one call with them? We use an app called Calendly, and we just schedule out and we'll send that and say, hey, schedule a time to chat with me. I'd love to talk with you for 10 minutes. You don't have to call it a coaching. You don't have to call it a Zoom. You can just say like, let's chat. Make it a casual chat where you're listening to them. Okay. Great leaders listen, they learn, and then they lead. They don't lead first. They listen first. And a lot of us are lacking that because we're wanting to be in control and we're wanting to be in the driver's seat. And it's causing us to be stagnant in our business because the Lord is saying, hey, go and serve. Quit being so inward focused. Okay. Also, I had to learn to make myself more valuable. How many of you have thought like, I'm not worthy of that? I can't do that. Like, I don't have the personality. I don't have the following, I don't, that's going to be too hard to rebuild. I'm at senior gold. Like, it's going to be too hard to rebuild. You have to make yourself more valuable, and you have to keep growing and getting better, because if you don't get better, how is your team going to get better? If you're not growing, how is your team going to grow? Some of us are getting caught up in like, we got to senior ruby, we got to emerald, we got to sapphire, we got to diamond. And we're like, oh, we don't have to grow anymore. We made it, right? And that's not true. Jill and I, we're learning every day. We've got the podcast going. We've got the books. We've got all of it. And it's because we have had to learn how to be self-motivated. Y'all, life happens. We're in a busy season of life right now. I've got 3 kids, 2 playing ball, weekends, softball, or baseball 500 nights a week. I feel like we're everywhere. And I could use that as a common denominator to be like, I'm busy. And I'm busy, but like, I wake up and I'm like, okay, how can I grow? How can I get better? So when you make yourself more valuable, your teams and your social media, your family, your marriage, they're going to see that. They're going to see that you're growing and that you're valuable. Y'all are worthy of a God-sized dream. Every single one of you on this call. It dropped down to 99. When I was praying, it was 100. Okay, it's 100 again. There's 100 people on this call, and we just prayed for that. There was 93, and I was like, Lord, bring us 100 people. We are worthy. Okay, it takes faith the size of a what? A mustard seed. Why are we so focused on getting there so fast? Because we want to be better than the person beside us? Because we want to prove that we're some type of great. No, the Lord has a plan for you in your life. And when you can understand that and learn how to add value to yourself, to others, to your team, game over. I'm telling you, game over. So what personally is going on right now that you need to heal? What's going on? Is it a confidence issue? Is it a clarity issue? Is it a mindset issue? What is going on? And then how can you add value to people? A couple things I do. We do like a love dare challenge. So on Mondays, I'll think about like 5 people, and y'all can send this in your team threads. I love it. I'll say, hey, think of 5 people that you want to go and add value to today. Ask the Lord to bring those names to your heart. Text them and say, hey, you were on my heart. How can I pray for you? How many of you have people doing this to you? Right? Like, we get so caught up in like, hey girl, it's Plexus here. You want to buy? It's gut health. We're a gut health company. Like, no, we have to add value to them. Okay. Another thing is really, really have enjoyed making lists. And I did not do that in the beginning. I am a squirrel brain. I'm everywhere. I can like have 50,000 things going on. I've got 400 unread messages right now. Those of you that have that personality of like 0, 0, 0, everything's clean, you don't want to look at my phone. So when I tell you anybody can do this business, you can. But what I lacked was like sitting down and making it a priority and saying, okay, Marissa, this is the list of people that I'm going to engage with. This is the list of people that I'm going to add value to. We're doing a Growing for Gold boot camp, and I will send Jill like all the stuff for that. We've got like a little list sheet that we made. Like we're doing a Growing for Gold. We'll do challenges, one-on-one coaching calls. We did a business basics boot camp in January where we took it back to the basics. What do you do when someone's interested? What do you do when they sign up? What do you do? You know, all the things. Okay. Add value, go and serve. Okay. Make yourself more valuable. And then lastly, a couple of social media and system tips that we do. Social media is a big thing, and y'all know that. Y'all do not have to have 5K friends to be successful with this business. I'll never forget when Brooke Hemingway was like, I had like 60 friends on Facebook. And she's like, a what diamond now? Like what? So it just goes to show you that if you're just intentional with who you do have, it makes a difference. So if you are only seeing Plexus people on your feed, you need to go and unfollow some of them. It doesn't mean that you delete them or remove them as a friend. It means that's why you're not getting a whole lot of engagement, because you have 30 Plexus friends, and those 30 Plexus friends are the ones seeing your post. So does that make sense? Like I would go and I would unfollow like 10 people on your team. It doesn't mean that you're unfriending them. It just means that when you unfollow 10 people, Facebook algorithm's going to pop 10 new people in your feed, and you're going to be like, I have not been seeing any of their stuff. That's how the algorithm works. So if you're like, well, I'm only getting like 20 likes on a picture and nobody comments, nobody sees my stat. It's because you have the same people seeing your stuff over and over and over. You've got to get intentional with like out with the old, in with the new, out with the old, in with the new. Get really intentional. I would make a list of like who you want to add value to and engage with. I would start reaching out to them, asking if they need specific prayer, commenting on their posts, adding value to them. Okay. Fun story. I was in the grocery store, and this mama last week, she was having a really hard day. She was really overwhelmed. I'm telling you, this baseball season, South Arkansas is like a big deal. Like it's like MLB over here. Okay. And so she was having a really hard day, and she had forgotten something. She was at the grocery store. She was crying. She had her kids with her. She's a great mom, y'all, like such a good mom. I walked up and I hugged her, and she said, I'm so tired, Marissa. I'm just so tired. I feel like I'm like hanging on by a thread. Like I feel like I'm forgetting everything. I just looked at her straight in the eyes and I said, you are such a good mom. Like I see you. And I just want you to know that you are such a good mom. She messaged me the next day and said, I have not had somebody tell me that in such a long time, including my husband. And I really needed to hear that. And so when I tell y'all, your people are not working the business because they don't want to work the business. People have problems. People have personal things going on. And when you can just relate to them and get emotional with them and ask questions and ask what they desire, ask to pray over them, it makes a huge difference. So be intentional with who you're engaging with on social media. Unfollow if you need to, and use social media to tell your story. Quit posting everybody else's post. I love idea posts. We actually have a board that's like posting ideas. I stole one from Jill the other day, but like I tell people, I'm like, you use your own thing, like add your own stuff to it. Like these are just ideas. But at the same time, Facebook, I love social media because it's like where I can unleash who I am. My clothes, my hair, my makeup, my kids, my Jesus, my devotional, my walking, my workouts. Like I love it. When you treat this like a job, people feel that. But when you treat this like your purpose, people trust you. People can feel if this is just a job for you. If this is just like, oh, I have to post today, I have to make a reel. It's like the same thing, right? You get stuck in that mindset. Find your purpose here, y'all. And guess what? It ain't just making 6 figures a year. It's the lives that you're going to change along the way. Okay. And then real quick before Jill takes over, couple systems that we use. We love a shout out post. So every month we go on our team page, and on the first of every month, we do a brand new post, $50 giveaway. Our leaders split the $50 shout out post. So like our rubies and above split the $50 shout out post giveaway. Anyone that does a shout out post for their sponsor gets their name in. So when you have a new VIP, you can say, hey, do you want to shout out your sponsor for helping you get started? You get your name in a drawing for a $50 shout out post. You get to share with your friends that you're on a new journey. It's a really cool way to inspire people that you're doing something for yourself. Okay. Really cool. Shout out to my friend Jill for helping me get started with some gut health supplements. I'm tired of being tired, looking forward to this change. You can throw some before and afters in the comments so that their family and friends kind of see what this is. It's genius. Okay. We also do a Monday morning prayer time. I shared that at in Punta Cana. Monday morning prayer time, we have a different person lead each week. Monday mornings like 6:45 a.m. or 7:45 a.m., whatever works. But it's genius. It's non-plexus related. People get to hear the community. People share their hearts on just different spiritual growth that they have. We ask for specific prayer requests. It's a really good way to build community. And then we have been doing a Let's Grab 3 Friends messenger thread, and we're actually going to start doing that every Monday. So having a different leader lead that every Monday, where you reach out to your new VIP, you say, hey, I've got like a little silver school, let's get 3 friends group where we're going to teach you how to grab 3 friends. And it's a intentional messenger Facebook group where we give them different things. Our first challenge is like, get on a Zoom. Let's get on a Zoom. Let's share what silver is. I did that on Monday and they were like, this is so much easier than I thought. Like we thought this was going to be a big deal, but them seeing your face and them hearing, you know, your heart and you talk and share makes a huge difference of them moving forward. So new VIP calls are huge. If you can get your new VIPs on the phone within the first 24 to 48 hours after ordering, genius. I've got a checklist that I'll send to Jill that I created of like things to go over: subscription, detox, $50 shout out post, referring 3 friends. I lacked doing that because I did not want to get on the phone and I wasn't confident about what I was sharing. But what that leads to is people just seeing you through text and messenger. There's no emotion, there's no trust, there's no value, and they've not heard your story. And then what happens? They turn their subscription off, right? So just having that expectation up front of like, here's what to expect. Here's what I want you to know, all the fun things. Okay. If y'all have any questions at all, let me know in the chat. Gosh, I'm blown away, Jill, by how many people are on here. I love it so much.
100. I'm here for it. I love collaborating together. You get to lock arms really, really tight. And one of the things, my team knows this, I say this often, okay? It takes a village. It truly takes a village to lead a team, to have happy customers, to have people run and row together. And with that being said, I really want you to lean into that of it takes a village. Oftentimes we can get very tunnel visioned and very boundaried with things of like, my team, my way. This is what we do, or and we get real all hussy fussy and some things that we want to own. And I feel that. I'm a 3rd grade teacher by trade, if you didn't know. And so I know the power of like my classroom, my students back up, hussy. Like I know that feeling deep in my soul. And I will tell you that capped me for a very long time. I thought I can do it. I got it my way, my team, not sure. And what I didn't realize is that I was really harming my own growth because it takes a village. I have weaknesses where others have strengths and vice versa. So one of the things that I'm just so honored that my team that we do, and so shout out to all of us that are on here. I love y'all so much that we really row together as a team. And so I want to encourage you and challenge you. If you're finding yourself scrambled and going and doing, lean into others' ideas. Lock arms with what is happening within your team culture. Because where there's a lot of people, right, where there's a lot of hands, it makes a light load. And that's something that all of our customers and our teams can appreciate. And so you can quickly see Marissa is super bubbly and out there and all the things. And someone might be like, I'm not bubbly. I'm not that. Well, great. Lean into her strength with that, or vice versa. There's some gals on my team who are so good with numbers and stats and facts. I'm like, not me. Great. That's good. You come in, So I really want you to think about that as you are visioning your team. And even if I think we get really caught up in this word team, right? Let's just flip it to the word community, culture, whatever you want to talk about. Okay. If you have one VIP customer under you, one, you are leading them to success. So tonight, like, I want us to throw off the titles of I'm just silver, I'm just gold, I'm just senior gold, I'm barely hanging on to ruby, I'm just a senior ruby for the third year in a row, and I can't get to emerald. I'm a D ranked emerald, or I'm just a sapphire. I'm just that, whatever that might be. Throw it out right now. Like, I want you to be like, no, 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 no. And I want you to stand in your confidence of, I am, write it down if you're a note taker. I am a Ruby brand ambassador with Plexus on my way, and put in your God-sized dream. Fill in the blank, like Marissa was talking about. One of the things that I feel has made such a massive, like, momentum builder in my business over the past 10 years is unapologetically working for my vision. And I talk about vision probably until I'm blue in the face. And my team probably is like, she's the Charlie Brown teacher when it comes to vision. Womp, blah, 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 blah. Stitch it on a pillow. I say that all the time. That means like mic drop in Jill's world, that nobody else's opinions pay your bills, raise your babies, or have the vision for your family. Like, I might as well like patent that quote. Like, I say it all the time. Just go to my Instagram or whatever. Like, it's my thing. And so I want to talk to you about that. What does that thing look like as a silver? Okay. Because I know you're like, Jill, it's easy when you're a diamond and you've got the pool in your backyard. And I get it when you ain't got no credit card debt. Okay, let's reel it in. When you're a silver, I know what it's like to be a silver, and I know what it's like to lose rank as a silver. Anybody ever lost rank as a silver? I have. Earned my 15 points and lost it all the next month. You're in good company. Okay, sounds good. Awesome. Anybody ever lost gold? I have. Okay, sounds good. You're in good company. Okay. Anybody ever lost emerald? Okay. Anybody ever lost a big rank like that? Yeah, you're in good company. I'm going to give you some big, big vulnerable moments in my life. Marissa told you that she was at senior ruby and fell back to senior gold, and she had to really realize how to rebuild. Okay, here you go. I'm telling you my personal dirty laundry. And if you get off this call and you go and blast what's happening in Jill Renfro's world and ha ha wee wee, I'm going to find you and I'm going to kick you in the kneecaps at convention. Okay. But what I'm telling you this for is because I want you to know that you're in good company and I'm as normal gets. Ever got to diamond? Ever lost diamond? I have. Ever lost sapphire? I have. I was a top diamond in this company, lost diamond, lost sapphire, and I ended a month at 1503. Anybody? That's a half a order away from losing another jewel status. So I share that with you tonight because it's very easy to look at, wow, their team's doing great things. Oh my gosh, look at that, look at that, look at that. And we get very caught up in what others are doing and we get sidetracked and we let comparison come in and absolutely steal our joy and our vision. I'm here to tell you, me too. I've lost that too. And I've had to rebuild. Anybody who has said this is easy and you're going to get to the mountaintop and wave that flag and be like, they're arrived, they're lying to you. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, right? I hope that you never fall back, but I've never met somebody who hasn't had a little dip or a valley after a mountaintop. A former pastor of mine said, if you're on a mountaintop, you better hold on, because after every mountaintop, there's a valley, there's a valley, there's a valley. And I think we could all really realize that in our own personal lives, right? When things happen. But in our business, we tend to shy away from, oh gosh, I fell, something's wrong with me. I'm not good at this. This must not be my cup of tea. But something that I've held on to as just a silver or just a gold has been the vision for my family. Like almost to the point, and I've shared this with my team before, that my vision made me angry because I wasn't there yet. Truly. It was like, no, you don't understand. Get out of my way. We will not be in debt. My husband will not travel any longer. And I think, I'm probably going to step on some toes here, and that's okay. You can be mad at me later. I think that we oftentimes kind of like hush hush around our vision because it's just so far off from what could be. So we say things like, well, maybe if my husband could be home more. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if he would. And we did it. And well, yeah, it would be really cool if we would. Or maybe one day. No, 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 no. For me, my husband will sleep in the same bed with me every night. Get out of my way type of vision. No, 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 you don't understand. I'm so done with credit cards. We are done with them. They will not be in our name any longer. That's my vision. I will not live paycheck to paycheck. No, 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 no. I'm not counting down today's till summertime anymore as an educator. I want to have every day as the day that I choose. That type of God-sized dream vision, to where we're not making up of an apology or dancing around the idea. We're saying, no, 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 this is my vision. Get out of my damn way. Truly, that's the way that I felt about that. And it almost made me angry. So when I had a moment in my business to where I fell and fell and fell, and I found myself flat on my face, struggling in my business. And if that is where you are, you got good company. You can reach out to me any point in time. You got good company. Okay. Flat on my face. And I had a moment. My husband's the only person who knows this conversation. I'm at our kitchen table and I'm bawling, crying. And we have this tiny little new precious miracle baby in front of us. And I'm just distraught. Probably postpartum was in that too. And I lost it. And I said, I guess I gave it a go. I don't know what to do. And at that point in time, there's a lot of you on here. I love you so much. You've been with me through thick and thin, but I'll be very honest with you. In that moment of time in my business, I felt like nobody was working this business with me. I felt like nobody was moving in the way that I wanted to move. And I had a moment, my husband stood over me and he said, "You're Jill Renfro. You know exactly what to do. And I've never met anybody who works any harder than you do. And if you want to rebuild this, and I will run with you all the way. But if you want to walk away, I'll walk away with you. We'll stand tall either way. What do you want to do?" I'm like, "I don't want to walk away. Why would you say that, you idiot?" Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, and he was like, "Okay." I had a moment in myself. I'm like, no, 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 no. I love it. And I'm not walking away. I had to get angry again. I had to have that vision. And so my sweet husband stood there and he said, "Well, what do you want?" And I said, "This is our plan A. It's always been our plan A." And he said, "Well, what are you going to do?" I don't have an active upline in this business, so I had nobody else to tell this to. And here I was struggling. And so here he is, this stand-in acting upline, right? And so I'm sharing this with you because sometimes you got to have that conversation with just somebody, right? And it's okay to be a little bit nutty and a little bit crazy. And he said, "Well, then I guess you do what you did when you were building like really big, right?" And I went, "Yeah." And he goes, "So what do you do?" And I said, "I start over." And he goes, "Okay, what do you know how to do?" And I said, "I know how to help people. I know." And I started spitting it out. "What do you know how to do? What are you excited about? What is that?" And I just grabbed a pen and I was going to town. And I said, "I'm going to be okay with the fact that I need to do this bigger, bolder, better, and braver. And I'm going to hold on to my vision." And he told me, my husband can tell you this conversation. He said, "What's your new vision? What's your vision?" And I had to know my new vision. Oftentimes in this business, you reach a point I posted about this yesterday on my Facebook, nothing to do with about plexus, but go look at the plexus, or not plexus, the post I made on my Facebook. It was some type of quote. I got it from some girl on Pinterest. I was like, that'll preach. But she said something about you're living in a moment that you used to pray for. Right? You're living in a moment you used to pray for. A lot of us right now are sitting in a home. We prayed that we would get the lease for. We prayed that they'd accept us for that. We're married to the man that we just hoped that he would text us back, and now he's pissing us off, right? Or whatever that might be. We just hope, we're just in that moment, right? And we often forget where we were and how we got there. So what I want to say and wrap this up, I'm trying to wrap this up. It's a lot of meat and potatoes, but I'm going to wrap this up, is that what you did to get here isn't going to take you there. And I talk about that often with my team. We've got to level up our behavior. We've got to level up our action, but we've got to level up our vision for that. So if your vision, I'm going to intimidate some of you, and I've already scared some of you half to death, and you're like, this is a little much. That's okay. We can handle that later. But the vision is not so I can get my nails done every month. That's a hope, that's a desire, that's a funsy, that's a girl pretty, I'm in. The vision is when you close your eyes and you picture your ideal life, okay? One of my favorite questions to ask people on a call, what's your ideal Monday look like? What does your ideal Monday look like? And the answers come oh gosh, doing a 7 a.m. workout, I don't know, cutting strawberries up with my kids, not rushing out the door, sipping coffee a little bit longer. Okay, those things that come into your mind, you're peeling back layers to get to your vision. And oftentimes I feel like we're very calloused in this, and we're very surface level of well, I don't know, maybe, must be nice, it'd be cool. Maybe one day we will. No, it's going, no, I will control my time. I will cut freaking strawberries on the counter on Monday morning. I will not run out with a face full of makeup. My husband will swing by for lunch, and I will make him a damn sandwich because I am home to do it. Yeah, that type of anger. I love cooking dinner for my family because it's at peace and I'm not exhausted by the end of the day, that I control our time. And that when my baby is sick, nobody else will have to watch them. I will control that time. I will not be docked money, time, pay. And that's me talking about my vision. You've got to plug that in for your vision of what that looks like. It might be having an RV going across country. I want nothing to do with that. But that is you do that and you hold on to that. It's unapologetically working for your vision to where you're like, get out of my way. And so that's your homework as we get off this call tonight. I want you to know your deep, deep vision. Why are you showing up? Why are you here on a call at 10 o'clock? Why are you coming to a call after baseball games? Why are you honing in? Why are you finding power pockets? Why did you register for convention? And if you didn't, why have you not? I will tell you, if you want to show up, you've got to plug in, you've got to lean in, you've got to grow in, okay? So some things I want to share with you real quick. Marissa shared some things that her team and their team is doing. I want to share some amazing things that we're doing, so maybe y'all could get ideas. And this is one great thing about Plexus and the community that we have. You share ideas, you lean in and you go, oh, that's a cool thing. I didn't know. Maybe I want to try that. I'm not sure, right? One of the things that we do, so excited, one of our emeralds, Marissa McMillan, is on the call. She hosts it for us every Sunday night. It is called Why Plexus, Why Now? It's been huge for our team, and it's something we are absolutely loving. We highlight 2 different stories. It's an opportunity call where we get to invite all of our potentials to it. So like Marissa was talking about, they do a giveaway for cash. We do this too. We all chip in $5. We get up to $100 and we bless somebody with $100 worth of groceries every Sunday. It's for potentials to come in here. They hear success stories for health. They hear success stories for business. They hear about sharing their referral link and how easy that is. And it's full-blown building belief. That's what we're called to do in this business, build belief. So It's something we've loved rowing together as a community. All of us row together. Doesn't matter if you're a jewel, a gem, a silver, a gold, we're there. Whose team is whose team? We're there. And it's something that's been really amazing. We also offer and do messenger events. We have a messenger event for product every Monday, and we offer referral link events every other Thursday. And it's been a great way for people to get exposed to their referral link. And those are ran just like messenger events. So those are some really fun things that we do.
Hey, Jill,
And yeah,
your referral link event, is that new VIPs just like learning about that? Okay.
they can be a brand new VIP, or they can be someone who's been a VIP for 6 months, 6 years, and they are open to the idea of getting their products covered. So one of the things that we share in wording is that, hey, so-and-so, just wanted to check in with you, sis. I know your products just arrived. Wanted to let you know one of the really cool perks that comes with your VIP membership is a referral link that allows you to cover the cost of your products. Is that something you're open to? 9 times out of 10, somebody's like, oh yeah, I want some free products, right? So then we are just exposing people to what that looks like, okay? So sharing that out there. Another thing, hey, we're doing it right now. Maybe this is something you might want to take with your team, 5 people, 10 people, whatever that might look like, 2 people, and you might want to run it in June. Something we're doing in May, it's called Making Money in May, MMM. We've been running with the money. We're here, people want the money. And we have guided activities and actions every day. And those on our team that are doing MMM, they're seeing the fruits. They are seeing the fruits. I will like seeing the fruits. It is so cool. So what we're doing is we're learning every day. We have a business focus every day. We have a social media post every day. It's truly like a lesson plan. Teachers over here. It's truly like a lesson plan saying, this is what we're doing today. Here's your focus for your business. Here's your action. So let's say you have a team of 3 people. You're like, Jill, I don't have a diamond team. Okay, you got 3 people who are ready to go to silver with you. You want to develop 3 people. Okay. How can you help those 3 people? By helping them with guided action, or what I like to call a micro commitment. Give them a little commitment each day to say, hey, this is what we're going to focus on. This is what we're going to do. Just like Marissa said, it's all about helping people. We've got to help people. We've got to love people well. And guys, we're the guide. We're the guide. We're just got to guide them. We don't need to know all the things, and we don't need to be all the things. And that is so freeing, but we are the guide. So Marissa shared about God-sized dreams. Guys, God-sized dreams. Allow yourself in this business and as an entrepreneur to dream. Allow yourself to get uncomfortable. Allow yourself to suck a little bit too and be like, didn't go this well as I thought. We can make a pivot and we can grow from there. Right. So when I started with y'all about 15 minutes ago, I started with it takes a village, and it's something that I say often, and I want to end that with y'all tonight. It takes a village. Lean in to what your team has, because when we row together, we grow together. Look at tonight. We have 100 people on a call learning together, right? How powerful is that? Lean in where you can, plug in where you can. Be a guide where you can. Invite your people where you can. Because I know that someone else's success story or their strengths, I've got people that need to hear that. They don't just need to hear from me. They need to hear from others as well. So lean in where you can. Build that belief where you can, and know your vision. Your homework tonight when you get off is, I'm going to freaking know my vision. And if you don't know your vision, I challenge you to reach out to someone who can help you peel that back, and asking deeper questions of like, why would you want that? What would that look like? What would that do for your family? How would that feel? How would that change the course? Right? And I want you to know that because you might hit a bump or a roadblock or fall back from a rank does not mean that you are not worthy of this. It means that you got some growing to do. And I look back now from that very hard kitchen table cry, and I'm so thankful for it, because it made me a better leader. It gave me bigger empathy. It made me a better business owner. It made me more vulnerable. It made me understand. I grew. I dug in. I honed in. I had to pivot. And if I would have never fell, I would have never known any of those things to make me a better business owner today. And I'm nowhere near growing. And that is something that I challenge you to do. Plug into growth. be nowhere near done growing, and allow yourself to say, this is a little hard and a little difficult, but I can take it step by step and I can dive in and I can learn because my God-sized dreams are worth it. Nobody else's opinions pay my bills, raise my babies, or have the vision for my family. Knowing your vision is what's going to move you through when you have those falls and you have those moments. So I'm so honored that we got to share tonight. Before you log off the call, I want you to put in the chat something about your vision. Something. I don't care if it's a one word, a bullet point, a sentence, you already know it. I want you to put something about your vision in the chat. And then when you do, then you can log off. Love
While
you.
y'all are doing that, y'all, after you get off, go and talk on your stories about this call.
Debt free.
Go and talk on your stories about what some of these people are posting in the chat. Post about this call, share tomorrow. We did a call with Jill and Marissa last night, and here's what I took away. Start showing up on your social media, sharing those things. Just because you're not there yet doesn't mean that you're not on your way. So get out of that headspace, like share those things. I love that. Build a barndominium. I love it.
Look at these. If you're not inspired by this, like, wow. And this is where you have to have a tough conversation with yourself. You can log off if you want, but I've got to ramble this to you if you want to hear. This is where you have to have a tough conversation with yourself. My team knows this story. I used to love The Bachelor. I used to watch it every Monday night. And I had a moment where I was about a senior gold ambassador. My husband was far off in the oil field lands traveling, and we were in debt and all the things. I get home from a tired day of teaching, grab that remote, and I'm like, sit on the couch, and I'm like, dun, 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 settled in for 3 hours of The Bachelor. And literally, Holy Spirit comes in and plops me straight there. And I had a moment where I said, Jill, do you watch The Bachelor for 3 hours, or do you go work a business that's going to bring your husband home so that he can sleep in the bed with you every night? I was like, turn that TV off. Thank you. Moving on. That's the type of conversations you have to have with yourself. There's time and place for TV. There's time and place for scrolling. There's time and place for sitting and staring at the wall in silence. If you have toddlers, that's fully acceptable. There's a time and place, but we have to have those tough conversations with ourselves because we often can say, my vision, barn dominium. I'm just going to financial freedom, debt free, my husband home every night, not working night shifts, no more debt, dream home. So this is where you say, dream home, scrolling TikTok. Okay. New home and land for my family, time with my kids, says Katie. Vision, or just, I'm going to go get a pedicure because I'd rather do that right now. Right? Building my dream home, sending my kids to college without paying any loans, paying off student loans. Okay. Vision, I'm just going to go on a walk because it's sunny outside. I don't know. Right? It's having those tough conversations. Home remodel, travel, time freedom with my family. I'm going to watch season 3 of whatever tonight. It's having those conversations. So you did not have to stay on to hear that, but if you did, it's tough. It's tough conversations.
Thank you, Jill. This has been so good, y'all. So good. I'll get the recording to you, Jill, in just a little bit.
Absolutely. Bye, y'all.